Imagine sitting there, grinding day after day, pouring everything into building your startup, your vision, your empire, and still, growth feels like a cruel joke. You throw money at ads, you tweak SEO till your eyes bleed, you beg for traction, but users slip through your fingers like water. The frustration is suffocating because somewhere deep down, you know there's a method everyone else is missing. A critical edge that's not in the manuals or the typical growth playbooks. You're stuck betting on tactics doomed to lose relevance while the world around you silently shifts into a new era, a revolution that's shaking the very foundations of how people find, discover, and consume everything. This isn't just another marketing fad. This is the seismic shift that will either leave you crushed in the dust or propel your growth into stratospheres you never dreamed of. Voice search, yes, that innocent sounding, often underestimated tool, is not just changing how people ask questions. It's tearing apart old models of acquisition and rewriting the rules of engagement with ferocity. The screen is shrinking and the conversation is growing. The battlefield is now your customer's vocal command, their natural language, their true intent broadcast in real time. The problem is that 95% of growth strategies are still stuck in the typed keyword nightmare, blind to the tsunami of voice-driven queries that people spew every single day. If you stay behind, you're handing the future on a silver platter to someone else. You feel it, don't you? That gnawing feeling that what you know is becoming obsolete while the smart founders and investors are waking up and moving faster. Here's the brutal truth. Voice search demands urgency and precision like no tool before. You cannot just sprinkle keywords, you must transform your entire acquisition approach to tune into the way real humans speak, not type. Forget robotic phrases. People ask questions with emotion, hesitation, curiosity, and context. The growth tactics that slam traditional SEO into submission won't survive this transition. Your users are talking to devices, and those devices decide in a split second if you deserve their attention or get lost in the void. So what do? Start rewriting your content strategy to speak human. Literally. This means thinking long-tail, question-based, conversational copy that mirrors exactly how your ideal founder, investor, or leader would talk. Build a database of voice search intent phrases. No, don't waste time on what you think is clever. Go to forums, social groups, listen to podcasts, read transcripts, analyze voice assistance queries. You need a relentless obsession to decode the raw language of your audience's voice commands. This is your weapon. It's tedious, it's exhausting, but it's the new battlefield's battlefield. Next, your site structure. It's gotta adapt. Voice search thrives on clarity and immediate answers. Design your landing pages like a conversation, not a brochure. Use structured data schemas aggressively to feed rich snippets to the voice assistants because they live on those quick, precise answers. If your product page can't explain itself in a natural, crisp dialogue, your growth cracks. Users won't wait, won't scroll, won't even blink, they'll move on. Now, pay attention. Voice search isn't just about conditions on your website. It's about presence, being integrated into ecosystems where voice assistants dominate, smart homes, cars, wearables. Your growth acquisition tactics must include strategic partnerships and platforms that tap directly into voice technologies. Imagine your product or service being the go-to answer when someone shouts their command in the morning routine. This is no accident. It's a calculated insertion into your users' daily habits. A position beyond ads, a true acquisition lock-in. Work with developers, voice UX designers, and product strategists who live and breathe this tech to engineer these natural touchpoints. Here's another weapon that's rarely spoken aloud. Voice search analytics are your new crystal ball. Most growth teams don't even track voice queries effectively because the data is fragmented, hidden, or ignored. Don't be one of them. Find tools and custom setups to capture not just the keywords but the intention behind voice commands. Watch patterns, spot emotional triggers, and craft offers triggered by those triggers. This is next-level intelligence, ultra-personalized acquisition funnel material. Are you hearing this? It's a call to obliterate your legacy growth strategies, shackled by old habits, and power your spread with boldness. We are entering a world where traditional borders in marketing, geographies, and demographics melt under connected, spoken intent. You want to be a follower or the reshaper? Founders, investors, leaders, your mission is clear. Invest resources, shift mindsets, and bloodhound your way into the nuances of voice to dominate before the market consolidates around the few who truly get it. Ignore this at your own peril. Growth stalls, budgets bleed, and passion burns out because the voice-driven user is already here and they don't tolerate slowness or laziness. Capture them with lightning-fast responsiveness, natural dialogue optimization, and killer partnerships in voice ecosystems. Build your growth acquisition tactics around them, not the other way around. The system told you growth is a formula, a predictability. It is a cage that crushes those who refuse to evolve. Break free. Rise into the raw power of liberated strategy where individuality is weaponized, where your unique connections fuel unstoppable momentum. In this era of voice, every command your user utters is a battle cry begging for solution, for excellence, for that rare brand who gets them instantly. Make this your mandate. Rip apart your old mental models, retrain your teams relentlessly, and build weapons in content, technology, and partnerships crafted for voice's cold logic and raw emotion. Only then will your growth ignite, not tomorrow, not next quarter, but right now. This isn't hype, this is survival. This is the future unwinding right before your eyes, screaming for those who dare. Because the world's illusions about growth are falling like dominoes, and voice empowers connection on a primal human level. Tap into that. Transform that. Own that. Your acquisition tactics will never look the same again. And in that new reality is where you'll find the freedom you crave, the power of becoming unshackled, unstoppable, bound for greatness that transcends every outdated boundary ever imposed. The choice is yours. Now move.